left foot. So people who tell me at times that he can't pass, I just don't see it. Now they're longer passes. Now look at this for a shorter pass there. Sees the space, really quick into play. Maybe it's time to be quicker with his feet in situations like that. And just this one now, just see him pick up the ball. And this one I want to see a bit more from him, and I think I've seen it all this season, is don't just get pigeonholed as I sit in front of the back four. I think he's got more than that. You see him getting involved now. That's all the time, right? Can he add goals to his game? He's not going to score a lot of goals or get a lot of assists. But I think he's doing more, he's put more of a drop than just being this guy who sits in front of centre back and eventually he's going to go back to centre back. He's a really good passer as well, and not everyone in this studio comes along with that.
Really? Gary? Look, I think he's a brilliant start to his career. So 112 Premier League games under about the age of 21 is fantastic. It's a massive case for being at a club that plays you rather. We see some players that we see at Chelsea and City and other clubs over the years haven't had the games under the belt at the age of 21. It's whether he's taken past, of course he has.
Welcome. How are we? Who have we got in the house? Sorry, I was just doing all the social media nonsense there, getting everything out, you know. Excuse all that's all the boxes from the Christmas presents. How are we? Everybody in the house, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're new. Predictions for the match. I am going for a big 5-1 win for Chelsea. Let us know what you think of the team. Tammy starting up front, interesting. Werner keeping his base. Havertz out. Dave in for Reece James.
We'll see how he fares tonight. Big test as well.
What do we think? Who we got in the house?
And the debate will continue as we return in a couple of minutes with the live action. Chelsea taking on West Ham. Sponsored by Bet365.
What do you think? Who we got here? Two 1 or 1-0, yeah. What do you reckon? 2-1 to Chelsea. Is that the next Doctor B, who is a Liverpool fan? Fucking sign on, you muggy. Oh, 2-1 Chelsea, yeah? Nice one. All right, I'll take back my previous comment. I meant it, but I take it back. I've got something for you, actually, John. Just for the watch-alongs, to save me having to roll more than one, I roll big roll-ups. Are you watching, John? You know you can log in and watch it, if you're allowed. Oh, a couple of likes, 5 people in the house. That's a quick start. Couple of minutes in. What do we think, people? What do we think of the starting lineup? Dave in for Reece James. Tammy starting up front. Werner playing. Havertz out. Jorginho in. Yeah, fanboy of Jorginho right here. Big up, Georgie boy. What do we think? What do we think for predictions? John's gone for 2-1 to Chelsea or 1-1. I've gone for a big 5-1 win to Chelsea. What do we think? Come on, 2 likes. There's a lot more of you than that here. Come on, give us a like. I look lovely. Come on.
Twist of lemon and lime, free of sugar.
Kick-off's less than 10 minutes away. Come on, I only had the one prediction so far.
Anyways, now you need a bigger motor. You need Cinch. Cinch lets you buy quality checked used car online.
I know you like a classic top, John. You've got quite a few classic tops yourself, haven't you? My fellow co-host Keith loves a classic shirt. He's got quite the collection, must be said. Got a different shirt for every match of the season. So what do we think? Come on, there's still a few of you here. What do we think of the predictions for the game? Come on, John's already given us 2-1 or 1-0. I've gone for a big 5-1 win to Chelsea. Got a good feeling. I've got a feeling Tammy and Werner tonight, you know. Can see them linking up well. I like Pulisic as well. Pulisic is quality, isn't he?
Right, how are you?
residents have been connecting with their families, which has been invaluable.
Well, I want to keep an eye on the Googling video calling my dogs.
For those of you that are here, those of you that don't know, on Wednesday there'll be a special episode of the Blue Day podcast, special tribute to Cole Wurzel O'Brien, #Justice for Cole. It's already been recorded and everything. It's being in the process of being edited now, and it's quite an emotional one. It's really, I think it's really good. Really looking forward to it. So look out for that one Wednesday evening. Special tribute to Cole Wurzel O'Brien on the Blue Day podcast, and yeah, it's going to be a good one. So make sure stay tuned for that. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, so that you can get alerted to future content and everything that we release as and when.
Back to watch our final Premier League action before Christmas, but we still have 4 Carabao Cup quarter-finals over the next 2 nights. Brentford, Newcastle, and Arsenal, Manchester City tomorrow. Stoke, Spurs, followed by Everton, Manchester United on Wednesday. That will feature this semi-final draw. Well, both these teams need a win tonight. What's the point? This London derby, Chelsea up against the Hammers in just a moment.
A couple of minutes away from kickoff now, 5 or 6 minutes away. Seems to be a fair bit of 2-1 Chelsea floating about today. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be a close one. Could very well be. I'm still sticking with my initial prediction of a big win for Chelsea, 5-1. Feeling really positive about today. Can get a really good result before Christmas. A lot of teams have dropped points this weekend.
So Chelsea taking on West Ham. Sort of a question for you, Gary. Who's this feel like a bigger game for?
I think this is massive for Chelsea. It's obviously big for West Ham, but I think the pressure's off when they can go to Chelsea and play. I think it's big for Chelsea over the last 2 games this week. I think that Frank will be jumpy. I think if he loses the third game, I think he needs to get a bit from his belt. And then all of this talk in the last few weeks, if I'm looking 2 points behind last week, second, people will think that they're back on track.
What do you make of this subject?
Yeah, exactly.
5 matches so far, Chelsea against top half teams. They haven't won any of them. They've only scored in one of them. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, you get you up in the same games. Maybe at this one, you could say track or even some weeks with extra goals. They receive the same games. Running company's top position, they found it difficult. Still trying to bed in players. If you have one of the struggles, maybe Havertz has had there. Same in the last few weeks as well. I think Ziyech going out to the big one. Seen as a new start to make the real deal when he came to the team. Been injured at the start of the season. So it looks like he's been a real miss these last few weeks. And does it become a positive straight away if Gary says they managed to banish the last couple of defeats, they win tonight, they go to 5th? Yes, and I think it's important for any team this season not to panic too much when they lose a game or 2 together. Same with Spurs in these last few days. For Everton, they were 4-1 about a month ago, found themselves in second after winning. At the weekend, you think of Leicester as well, so often to the whole losing games, they won at the weekend, they won to second. So everybody has dropped points at this time. I think it's important that team don't
Spilt the beer on me, Nick.
Chelsea's midfield. Gary, what do you think of the West Ham midfield with Rice and Sojo?
It's a big match for Chelsea, this. Really big. We can really need 3 points here. Take a bit of the pressure off from them fucking plastics.
I think West Ham will cause problems. I think I'm looking forward to Chilwell be going on this side. And that'll be a really...
Chelsea! I'm on Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Let's fucking have it today, boys. Come on.
So, going into the box is a massive threat on set pieces and just generally. I think West Ham can cause Chelsea problems, and I think they can make it a really difficult and uncomfortable night for them. That's been the absolute best Chelsea to win this game, I think.
I know we'll be absolutely delighted to be back in the starting lineup, leading West Ham out here.
We hate Tottenham. Chelsea! Come on, he can fucking get right back in this, Chelsea. Come on. Put these fuckers in their place for Cole as well. Come on, Chelsea.
Chelsea have had their difficulties negotiating this kind of game already, but after the week they just had on the road, they will at least be glad to be back home tonight.
Sorry, boys, bit of maintenance.
It's a difficult and high-stakes game for Frank Lampard. It was Edouard Mendy who gave away the penalty that cost them at Everton. And after the defeat of Wolves, Reece James' knee injury caused the manager another headache. Cesar Azpilicueta returns to league action after a 7-match absence. Jorginho has missed the same number, but on his 29th birthday, he's back in tonight as an alternative option to Kai Havertz. And the third change to the team Peter Molyneux sees a welcome back for Tammy Abraham in place of Olivier Giroud. Frenchman is on a bench, but also includes Callum Hudson-Odoi after he missed the last 4 with a thigh injury.
Good to see Callum back on the bench. Hopefully Ziyech is going to be back for the Arsenal game as well. I don't think he'll start against Arsenal, but Callum might be able to get in there. I think it depends a lot on Werner's performance tonight, but I don't really think it matters what happens with Werner tonight. I think he needs a rest. I think once Ziyech and Odoi can come back in and play, and Pulisic is obviously playing regularly now, hopefully as well. I think Werner's due to be rested, to be honest with you.
Short of senior players for the expanded bench of 9, so they have 2 goalkeepers, including the hero of their win here last season, David Martin. It's been interesting, the admission of this current team opener about his...
What's my audio like? Can everyone hear me all right?
Players do admit to those kind of struggles. The fact he's found the physicality of the Premier League a little difficult to come to terms with, but I think that's reflected in this goal drought that he's suffering at the moment. Looks like he's playing on the right tonight, which won't be his favourite position, but can't see that drought lasting much longer. He's a very good finisher, giving half a chance. Got Angelo Bonner. I think he's been a tower strength this season, organising that defence really well and has grabbed a couple of important goals along the way. It's a back 4 tonight, though, as opposed to a back 3. You do get the feeling that even his mates in the back will have to be really on it.
Here we go, Chelsea. Come on. Big one at the bridge. Come on. It says it right there in the middle of the West Stand. Pride of London, right there. Now, come on, boys.
Chelsea would have chosen for themselves after this sticky last week. They were beaten twice by them last season. The first double that West Ham had achieved against their London rivals in 17 seasons. Tammy Abraham leading the line tonight. A bit of rotation with Ian and Giroud.
What do we think? Anyone that's in the house? There's a few of you here at the minute. What do we reckon for the predictions? What do we think the result's going to be? What do we think of Giroud being left out? Scored 7 of our last 10 goals, I think, Giroud. I think it's something like that. Minute in, Chelsea have just got a free kick in around half at the minute. Nothing really happening. Jorginho already getting in there, organising, telling people where to go, getting on the ball. That's a nice ball. Dave's got it down well. Ball played forward, long to Azpilicueta, and him and Pulisic linking up well. Kante's there. Pulisic has Azpilicueta been moved around really quickly. It's whipped in. Werner's at the back post. Oh, it's been half cleared, and now they've completed the clearance. Zuma nipping in well in front of Haller there. Well played, Kurt Zuma. That's what I want to see him doing. Stepping in, using his physicality. Getting in, winning the ball back nice and calm now. You see Silva's on the ball, taking control. Kante's there. It's ideal. Positive start. Chilwell looking with Werner. Got an opportunity to run at someone here. Pops it off to Mount. I think just about managed to stay onside. Mount whips it in. Oh, knocked out. Jorginho's had a dig and it's gone nearly into the top of the shed. Go on to Chelsea. Big up Aaron in the house. Come on. What do you reckon, Al? Predictions? What's my audio like? Nobody's told me yet. I take it you just put the baby to bed and that, yeah? Nice, nice. Have you got it on, yeah? Cheers for the like.
Stands silent again at Stamford Bridge. To the return of supporters ended in tears. Although as London is in tier 4, we're probably lucky to have a match at all.
Wow.
There is Sebastian Allaire.
Had a look offside there, yeah, they finally put the flag up. The ball was played forward, it looked like he come back from an offside position and finally the flag went up.
I do think sometimes he suffers from a lack of mobility, working the channels. He's certainly a threat physically. To borrow a phrase I heard Martinelli will use about another player, David Boyes would probably like Allaire to be an exceptional scorer.
Ball knocked forward, headed out, Jorginho picks it up. West Ham clear it up to Haller. Vernon, good closing down. That's what Vernon needs to do. If he's not playing brilliantly on the ball and stuff like that, he's got to make the effort to close people down and to make sure he tries to link up play and work hard for the team, you know. I mean, I don't question Timo Werner's effort. I question his how tired he is and his form at the minute. I question that, but I don't question his effort whatsoever. Werner's like terrific effort all the time. Chilwell's just gone down here with a bit of a shin or foot injury or something. Oh, he's turned his ankle. He might have fucking really done his ankle there. Shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Chilwell looks in agony. Hope Chilwell's alright here. We are a bit lacking in depth at left back. The only place we are really lacking, to be honest with you, is at left back. I don't even want to look at it. They're showing a replay of it. It's horrible. Emerson's warming up. He's been decent when he's come back in recently, Emerson.
Bench of 9 that Premier League clubs are allowed to have these days, even though they can still only use 3 of them. Must be annoying to Frank Lampard and some of the other managers as well. He's come to a ground where he's really enjoyed great success. He's never actually won here as a manager. But if he goes another one without winning here, it will match his record at Anfield, where he's also got 1 in 16. This should qualify as one of his better chances with this West Ham team. That's
Chilwell don't look great.
Substantial side he's building here. Still suffering a little bit, Ben Chilwell, but he's ready to give it a go once again.
They're going to play it straight. Ben Chilwell's come back on the pitch. They're looking to play it straight over it to test him.
The latest casualty.
Let's took any sting out of the opening exchanges. You know, any positive momentum that we were trying to get straight from the start. That little Chilwell injury is sort of taken that out of it. We need to refocus now, regroup. Where is Chilwell? There he is. Yeah, and West Ham are taking it quickly, and Rice has gone round the keeper and he scored. Oh, the flag's gone up. Oh. Yeah, he's offside as well.
Probably just leading into an offside position. Having said that, what a finish this is. The tightest of angles.
Chilwell kind of looked all right running back. I'm not convinced he's all right. And it's been given offside anyway, but Oh, fucking hell, Chelsea. So what I mean about that's what I said. They need to refocus. They need to regroup. And there's a fucking little stupid free kick in there. They need to really fucking cut that shit out, Chelsea. Come on. So much better than that we are. Come on. That's fucking stupid mistakes again. It's creeping back into our game recently, you know. With all the great stuff that's happened, there are still a few little signs that we're not quite a finished article yet, which we kind of knew at the start of the season. We knew that we wasn't going to be the finished article, and we were still a season away from, at least a season or two away from being the best this team can be and being completed in terms of the transfers and the signings. We can't get it all done in one window, so the progress from last season is immeasurable. So we've got a great chance here. Pulisic, oh, he's won a corner. That's a bit better. Give Chilwell a rest. Let him fucking walk it off rather than having to run it off for a bit. He's down again, Chilwell. Fucking hell. Oh, it's such an unlucky coming together, that. Well, Emerson has been playing well recently. I've mentioned already that Emerson's been playing well recently, so I'm a little bit more confident with him coming on now than I would have been a couple of weeks or a month or two ago, for sure. So just hope that Chilwell's... Well done, Ben. Unlucky, mate. Just hoping that his injury isn't too serious and he'll be able to rest it up. And I mean, it doesn't, straight away, looking at that, the way he's limping off, it doesn't look good for the Arsenal and Aston Villa game. I think that might be Ben Chilwell's last football this year, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. But here we go anyway. Chelsea got the corner with Mason Mount. Usually a good delivery. Whips it in. Silva's... That's what I'm fucking talking about! Yes! First goal for Chelsea. Thiago Silva. Mason Mount on the corner. Tell me that boy ain't a fucking genius as well. Yes! Fucking have that, West Ham, you scummy cunts. What a cross from Mount. There's Silva. Boom! Oh, there ain't no fucking stopping that. Have that. Jorginho doing brilliant blocking off. I'm not sure he's doing it. Number 27 on West Ham. He's blocking him off. In comes Silva. Yes! Have a miss of that, my boys. Yes. For those of you just joining in, rewind for the second goal for Chelsea, sir. I thought Zuma was going to score. I was going to be well happy. Oh, yeah, second goal. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Well pointed out, yeah. I got well excited. Yeah, like I said about they're just saying Chelsea might have been really disappointed about the injury of Ben Chilwell. I really am, but they've responded really well to that. Here's Emerson. Big couple of weeks for Emerson potentially. Jorginho's played a lovely ball out to Azpilicueta. Lots of space down the right-hand side. Made it to the byline. Whips it in. It's another corner. Another corner. Here we go, Chelsea. Really good positive start. Really unfortunate about Chilwell. I'm really gutted about that. Another corner, same side, right-hand side, Mason Mount. Stay tuned. Oh, cleared it. I know that the ball was meant to go into the near post because that's where the Chelsea players made the run to, right? But to not beat the first man, even in that situation, is still a little bit poor, man. Long ball brought forward from Mendy. Jorginho picks it up. Pulisic seems to be on the right-hand side, even though he should be on the left. Oh. Pulisic is probably our most dangerous player. He should be in his most dangerous position, which is the left. Me and Keith were discussing this earlier.
Thiago still there to Zuma.
Jorginho and Kante knocking the ball around in the West Ham half. Plays it down to the left, and Emerson's in a very advanced position. Here's Emerson moving forward still. Kante. Jorginho. I said, delicious little ball to Pulisic. He's played it in. Tammy's there. Oh, so is Werner. He's got through the middle of all of them. Emerson keeps it in play, but slips. Bowen's there, but Emerson, good foot in that for a goal kick. Now we can reset. I think Werner should probably score here out of the two of him and Tammy. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, Werner didn't really take the gamble, but then that's because he would have been offside if he would have taken too much. But yeah, it's nobody's fault, really. I think Mason should find Tammy there, to be fair. Right, Tammy's a bit disappointed that Mason didn't just play it straight into him, and I have a tendency to agree a little bit there, actually. Oh, Werner, you can't just go and push him. You've got to try and win the ball. You've got to wait with one there.
Spurs for Christmas. Here's Thiago Silva.
Zuma playing the long diagonal ball out to Werner on the left. That was well played. Werner comes inside, beats his man. Oh, he got back to him well. Kante not making the ball for once, and now West Ham have got half a chance, but that's a poor ball. Silva's covering. Mount dropping in nice and deep. Oh, that's Jorginho. I know how sometimes Jorginho just sits at centre back to pick the ball up. He picks it up there, plays a beautiful ball to Werner, who's taken a poor touch. Ah, Tammy, good fucking. That's brilliant from Tammy to win the ball back high up the pitch, and he uses Werner. Werner's saying about the physicality of the game, he needs to adjust to it, but physicality has got nothing to do with a poor touch there. Jorginho, a lovely ball into Pulisic, who could have gone down, but carries on going. Finds Werner. Uses Emerson. Mount. Back to the centre backs here, Silva and Thiago, but Thiago, Silva, and Zuma, but they're inside the West Ham half, so it's not bad possession for the centre backs. Zuma's tried a delicious ball to Azpilicueta. He's found him and just kept it in play, and Pulisic is there. Oh, now the flag's gone up. He says he hasn't. Tammy scored. Tammy scored, but the linesman's saying it's gone out, but I think they're going to check it because there was no whistle and they carried on playing, and Tammy scored. The lady linesman has said the ball's gone out. It looked very, very close. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's out. Yeah. Correct decision from the lady linesman.
Jorginho. Zuma. Pulisic. Thiago Silva to Jorginho.
Chelsea controlling the ball nicely, just coming up to 17 minutes played here. It's an interesting shape, actually, because Jorginho is essentially... he's playing quarterback, centre back. You know, he's just sat there with the ball. Excuse me, moving the ball around, looking for the right opportunity, the right moment to make the pass. Ball's come out to the left again, back inside. Mount's on the ball a lot. Oh, good play. He's won a 50-50 ball there after a bad touch as well. Got it out to the right hand side now of Aspilicueta and Pulisic. That's a foul. Opportunity to whip one in. Zuma can go up. Here we go. A few more of you here. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that weren't here at the start, I called 5-1 to Chelsea. Big result. Yeah, of course, Jorginho's looking class, Aaron. I say he's class. So, but no, yeah, I agree. He's playing. I was just discussing him actually, Aaron, saying he's playing that quarterback role. You know, he's almost in with a centre back. He's always looking for the right moment to make the right pass, and he's orchestrating it, telling people where to go. He's absolutely brilliant. He could throw in the odd flippity flop easy. Here we go. Mount's going to whip one in, which he does. Zuma's in there, and he's gone all the way through. Werner's at the back post. Opportunity to get the ball back in the box. We've got a lot of players in there. He has done, but he hasn't beaten the first man. You know, we had a lot. Werner's made the right choice there to try and get the cross in at least, because we had a lot of players in there. It's a bit of a poor cross in the end, but Jorginho's actually given one away, trying to play the perfect pass to Werner. Silva stepping in, Everson.
Times for West Ham since his only start of the season, which was that opening day defeat by Newcastle. 5 times he's appeared on the bench. But West Ham, not necessarily the kind of team to press too high. They will sit off a little bit, but it will be awkward.
Silva finding Werner, who's able to turn. Play it forward to Emerson, crossing opportunity. Tammy makes himself look busy. Rushing to the back post, and Aspilicueta's picked it up. Oh, it almost dropped for Werner. Bowen deals with it well for West Ham. He's a good player, Bowen, for West Ham. Kante and Emerson dealing with it nicely, using Silva. That to Aspilicueta. Jorginho looking for that ball in over the top, and Tammy's there. And is it a goal kick or is it a corner? I think it's a goal kick. Jorginho with that ball that comes in from Aspilicueta, and he tries to whip it in over the top, but instead of doing it from his own half or the halfway line, he's done it from inside the West Ham half, and still he's gone out for a corner. In fact, here we go. We do like a corner for Chelsea. 9 goals from set pieces. Let's see if Zuma can get one. I've got one ready for that.
Well, I can't afford to make the same mistake twice. West Ham, this corner though has gone short.
They've taken it short. That's bizarre. Let's see what happens. Pulisic. Just come back into the centre of the pitch. Emerson. It's down the left-hand side with Silva. He's played the ball over the top. Werner actually looked offside there. But he's got there and kept it in anyway. See what happens. Emerson's going up for it. No. Cleared by West Ham. Oh, Kante's fallen over and Haller's in. Kante's actually fallen over and Haller's in. Oh, that's Aspilicueta. That's why Dave is such a fucking legend. And then Kante completes the clearance. Emerson flicks it on. West Ham still coming, but Chelsea win the ball back and it's out for a West Ham throw. That'll do. Good play from Aspilicueta there. Lucky Haller weren't any quicker. Or lucky Haller weren't quick because he's slow as fuck. Kante just, oh.
The Chelsea man himself. A free kick here. Can they respond in kind from a set piece?
Oh, the cross was whipped in and he was just about dealt with. He's come to the back post, cross back in. Oh, there's a bit of a push there from Mount, perhaps, but it's been cleared. Pulisic just took a touch. Oh, it's unlucky. He keeps going, though. He keeps going. And, oh, he almost got there. And Kante from Pulisic. Tammy joining in. Werner's at the back post. Uses Tammy on the right. Tammy could do with getting in the middle here now. Pop it off and get in the middle. That's it. He's found Jorginho. Emerson. Come on, Tammy. Get it straight in the middle. Don't worry about that. Mount's on the ball down the left-hand side. Emerson. Oh, that's a bad pass. Went all the way back to Mendy. I don't know if he's looking for Thiago or Zuma there or someone, but
Thiago Silva. Getting good control of this game. Chelsea sits going ahead.
just need to make sure we maintain our focus.
Defensively, so
At 15 minutes before half time, which is coming up. Mendy's just falling over, kicking it out.
avoided defeat on the last.
Kante's done well. He's Pulisic going into the West Ham half. That's a stoppy little pass. We go back to the West Ham keeper.
One-sided in terms of
84% of the possession compared to West Ham's 16 Chelsea have had. So a high percentage of possession, but just a one goal to show for it halfway through the first half. Just coming up to the 24th minute now. It's a nice ball from Bowen out to the left back.
Cresswell. Here's Angelo.
That's how West Ham have really been on the ball. They're just popping it around their centre backs at a minute, but pressure's coming. The press is coming anyway. All the way back to the goalkeeper and then long for Haller. Zuma's up there with a good header, but it's falling straight to Fornals.
Here's Rice. Noble.
Ball's coming from the left. Zuma's dealt with it.
Cresswell. Team that David Moyes has kicked to it with Noble in there for solidity. It does rob them a bit of creativity.
Oh, Werner's bang on that. West Ham have done well. And, Azpilicueta's let the ball go under his foot and it's gone right in behind and he's in here and it's gone right across goal wide. Azpilicueta with a little momentary lapse in concentration there. Very unlike old Dave that was. Yeah, it is. There has been a few little mistakes from Chelsea. Like, it has little moments.
Cresswell, the man who came up with West Ham's winning goal here just over a year ago. Scored one since. So Chelsea afford to be taking two.
Chelsea playing it short and working it out. Jorginho, we looked in trouble. We got out of it. Jorginho's giving it away. It's over to the back post. Flicked in. Haller's there. Flicked it on. Zuma didn't really need to do that and he's headed out for a goal kick. And that is really fucking sloppy, Chelsea. Really fucking sloppy, man. Jesus. Haller was probably offside. Still, it's a corner to West Ham. Kurt Zuma's still whinging. Just fucking get on with it and head this one out. You're the best header of a ball defensively and attackingly in the Premier League at the minute. So just get your big fucking meathead on it. Get it out. Anyone. Mason Mount, get your meathead on it. Any of you. Oh, it's another corner by the look of it. Oh, he's giving a goal kick. Happy days.
plenty of run for the money, so checking the outs. That's strong. And scored against Chelsea on both occasions he's played them. Once here for Slavia Prague in a Europa League defeat for his team, and also in the 3-2 home win back in July when he had another goal actually ruled out for an offside against Miguel Antonio.
Goal kick Chelsea, hoofed clear. Tammy flicking it on. Werner there. Could have taken it in his stride, but tried to head it to Pulisic, and then there's a high foot somewhere, and West Ham have the free kick. It's just Werner's decision making. I just think that instinctive first phase of his play at the minute seems to be just off a little bit. I don't know if it's just as simple as he just needs a bit of a rest. He just needs to be at home for 3 or 4 days and have a few lay-ins and have a few lazy days and not really do a lot, do you know what I mean? And not think about the match at the weekend or something, even if he needs to have the Arsenal game off or whatever, and however it works out. But here he goes, breaking into the West Ham half. Werner, obviously, as we speak of him. Plays it back to Azpilicueta. I do like Jorginho. He's very tenacious and he's so creative. He's such a genius that I don't know if we've got enough geniuses around him to really appreciate his football in terms of our players. We've got some unbelievably incredible players. I think Mason Mount appreciates him. Well, West Ham have scored, but it was a bit of a push from Bowen on Silva, which was given even before he scored. Wasn't a lot in that. Still, it's been put up pitch. The ball eventually falls down to no one really at the minute. It's still scrapping for it. Falls down to kind of Chelsea who play it long, and finally West Ham get the ball down. Zuba with a foot in. Emerson. No, it's a West Ham throw. That was a foul throw. You know. Oh, nice. West Ham giving the ball away. Werner breaking into the West Ham half. Really go with it, Timo. Go with it. Finds Tammy in the middle. Tries to move it on, but lost it. That's not good enough, Tammy. Come on. Yeah, West Ham have just had a little spell of possession the last 7 or 8 minutes or so. More of the ball's been in the Chelsea half than it has the West Ham half, but nice little build up to half time now. It'd be lovely. It'd be great to get another goal before half time. Get 2 more, that'd be even better. Kante nipping in, winning the ball. Now, even Kante's more direct than Werner, the way he drives the ball forward. Takes Noble on, finds Pulisic. Takes a touch, goes around the player, keeps going. Oh, and it just bundled up back off of him after a West Ham player got a touch. It's gone out for a goal kick. It's unlucky Pulisic. That was good. It was really good direct play. Kante's more direct with the ball than Werner. Werner looks scared and in shock. He looks like a deer in the headlights in a minute. Pulisic is so unlucky.
To Rice.
Coming up to 33 minutes played. Chelsea still winning 1-0.
Touch from Bowen. So far.
Oh, chance and volley, and Silva got in the way. Silva's always there in the way. Reminds me so much of John Terry.
Second one, doing a bit of damage. He's just got his body in the way. But again, West Ham causing one or two problems.
Oil into fake taxi videos. Very possibly, you might have to enlighten me a little bit on that, Mr. Liam Gallagher. Thank you for your comment. How's Noel?
And he has been, hasn't he? To a large extent. Yes, I think the only Premier League matches that he's missed since he's been at the club have come after international duty. He's flying halfway around the world. Well, he's had a big role to play at both ends of the pitch so far.
I wasn't even meant to do that. I've just deleted that message. I wasn't meant to do that. I was meant to click on his profile.
Yes, Socek. That's so far. For all the money that Chelsea did spend in the summer, and it was a considerable amount, I think the two big questions did revolve around central defence and the goalkeeper.
Wasn't even meant to do that.
Address those issues, or at least try to, with Frank Lampard recruiting Thiago Silva and then Mendy. Yeah, no doubt they're better off this season. Zuma's become a really consistent defender too.
Sorry, mate. I wasn't even meant to delete that. Can't undo it.
And there the target. Socek.
Liam, sorry. I weren't meant to. I was trying to look at your thing to subscribe to your channel, and I messed it up. Can't they bring the ball forward? Pulisic. Oh, Werner was in if somebody would have looked up. If somebody would have looked up, Werner was in. So you want Mount or Jorginho on the ball? Yeah, it says you're timed out. It's for 300 seconds, so it's like 5 minutes. You probably have like 2 minutes of them so far. So if you're still here, sorry, stick about and leave a message in a minute. Let me know you're still here. I was trying to click on your thing to add you.
Oh, he didn't need that, did he? Just placed up his head. Still very nearly made something of it, Declan Rice.
The handball. West Ham got the ball on the edge of the box, going down the left-hand side. Blocked. Azpilicueta blocked across. Kante in quickly again. Oh, excuse me, one moment.
Concerned here, the way his team have lost the initiative, maybe taken things a little too easy last 10-15. They were badly stung by a substitution from David Moyes actually at the London Stadium back in July when they thought they were getting something out of the game. So in his second spell at the club, Moyes has been able to get a ticket togetherness amongst his players. He probably didn't have the time to in his first period in charge. Yeah, he's picked a second team if he's been able to, hasn't had too many injuries. Antonio obviously has been a key one. Guess what else?
Ball played out to the right hand side. West Ham still attacking.
So if they'll go deep with the cross when they were
Long cross, going to go out for a goal kick for Chelsea.
annoyed with himself.
West Ham have been the better team the last 15 minutes or so. Chelsea haven't really created a great deal, a lot, or anything really. Liam, if you're still here, your timeout will be over very, very soon. Let me see if I can put your message back in.
7:30, and then on Wednesday it's Stoke against Tottenham, the early game, followed by Everton against Manchester United in the semi-final draw. That's 7:30. We're all on Sky Sports Football.
There you go, I've pinned it so everyone can see it. Tammy nipping in well, bringing it back into his own half. Silver and Zuma. 6.5 minutes of normal time of the first half left. Mendy to Tammy, flicked it on. Timo putting him under. Keeper clears it.
Couldn't quite get there. Had to be right with Vernon lurking there with his pace. Pull back at Emerson here. Sufal.
We're missing Winslow.
Here's Mount. And this is Zuma.
Zuma finding Azpilicueta using Pulisic. One Pulisic drive at him. That's it. He tries, like, do you know what I mean? He went down a bit of a dead end there and had to pop the ball off, but he tried to have a little drive with the ball first. It's kind of what Werner's not doing at the minute. It's what Hudson-Odoi does when he's not fully confident and not fully fit. Jorginho's in that quarterback role again. Seeing so much of the ball. West Ham have actually had more attempts than Chelsea. They've had 3 to our 2. We've had 1 on target. They haven't had any. They've had 2 goals disallowed.
Risk at times putting that lead in danger. Hoping for a mistake there from Mendy.
Nice that from Chelsea. We got ourselves in a bit of a hole and we worked our way out. Jorginho tried to play it out to Azpilicueta but didn't find him. Azpilicueta's probably fouled him there, and yes, he says he has. Oh, Rice has won the ball right forward. He drives into the penalty area. Good interception from Jorginho, and Mendy's picked it up. And probably a bit of a back pass that, but well played from Declan Rice. Looks like he's making a bit of a point, bit of a statement, eh? Here come West Ham again. Can't get out of our own half. West Ham keep winning the ball in there. They've been the better team for a solid 20 minutes now.
Here before his last match in charge at Sunderland was a 5-1 defeat here in their relegation season. Also ended his Everton tenure with a defeat at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, just be frustrated. The positions they've got themselves into, West Ham players haven't made the most of it.
Oh, Jorginho and Tammy have done well there, and Pulisic has nipped in and he's done really well, and he's got players either side of him, and he's used Werner. Timo Werner! Oh! And he's played it straight at the keeper and he's saved it and it's gone out for a corner. Timo never looked completely confident. Never looked completely confident.
Blasted into the back of the net. Pulisic does well to make the right decision here. But it's all a bit messy.
Oh, yeah, he just didn't get out of his feet properly, and it's just a striker without confidence, a striker in form, takes a touch and buries that. Timo. Corner from the left. Whipped in. Oh. Come out to Mount, who volleys it, and oh, he's gone away through to the keeper who saves it comfortably. Hand over the ball down the left for West Ham. Offside earlier on in the play.
Stays at 1-0 now. David Moyes has got a few options on that bench, hasn't he, in terms of attacking players, Yarmolenko, Ben Rama, Snodgrass.
Yeah, just coming up to half time here.
Players that can change the shape of his attack. Yarmolenko is the man he turned to win the game against Chelsea back in July. Rama, who's started the last couple, had tonight.
Silver chips on forward. Tammy took a touch, nearly brought it down. It was unlucky that. Flicked on, Silver again, volleying it forward. Jorginho's down.
Challenge with Sebaler and Jorginho coming off the worst. Knocks him off balance.
Hello goes into him. Jorginho goes down, lands awkwardly on his leg. Awkwardly, maybe. Oh, he lands straight, and that could have hurt his knee a little bit. Oh, that's another one that is a bit like Chilwell. He could get up and be fine, or he could have really fucking hurt himself.
Leading from the back, hasn't he? Plenty of talking. I think his English is getting better, but his header here did all the talking. 3-1 at that. Not ideal from West Ham's point of view, but so really emphatic header. Off briefly, but is back on again. West Ham launch another attempt for a leg response in this first half. Throw. Cleared by Emerson.
Bit of ping pong at the minute, and Mendy, it eventually comes through to Mendy, picks the ball up. I don't know what the immediate concern for Jorginho is at the moment. I'd very much like him not to have to go off because it's another injury we don't have to deal with, plus the fact I think he's class and I wanted to play, and because it's another substitution in an area where we didn't imagine having to make one. Having already had to do that with the left back position, it limits our opportunities to change the game in the second half if we need to.
More to come in the second half. Certainly West Ham have got those options I spoke about. I think once Lampard gets into them, they'll be offering more. Chelsea going forward, a bit more positive.
Kante nearly getting there. Ooh. West Ham were nearly banging trouble there. Everton's done well. Oh, that's a West Ham throw. He's giving it away. A few more of you here. Welcome. What do we think of the first half? Obviously, very disappointing. Ben Chilwell going off injured. Jorginho picking up a notch before half time, but he seems all right now. Thiago Silva, a bullet header, 1-0 to the Chelsea. West Ham have been the better team for more of the first half than Chelsea were the better team in the. Chelsea were the better team for 21, 22 minutes. West Ham have been the better team since. I think it's fair to say that. But still winning 1-0, doing what we need to do. Up the Chelsea. What do we think so far? Let me know, people. Obviously, Aaron's come in and said Jorginho's looking class today. There we go, it's half time. I'm just going to go and use the toilet. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Also been underlined in his own box. Declan Rice actually had the ball in the back of the Chelsea net, but he was offside from a quick free kick routine. And at half time it is Chelsea 1, West Ham United 0.
Biggest darts event of the year, on the way to Malmo, the World Darts Championship, live on Sky Sports in New York. You've got big brands, not big prices. McDonald's, KFC, French,
Yeah, so what do we think of the first half, people? 1-0 to Chelsea.
This festive season, Amazon is delivering the Premier League. Surprise!
Well, there's not much in it. The set piece separate the two sides. We know that Chelsea had a corner kicks. West Ham have been very good defending. That the average, as you can see, won the Premier League every 30. This is the first they conceded in 79. So how did Chelsea get the better of them? But just look at the setup, and we may analyse a little bit more later in terms of very similar to Arsenal. The weekend we go late and see. But a lot of teams mark like this. They almost have 4 or 5 in a zone. And we'll just put that line there if you like. And what you've got is you've got Declan Rice, Souček, Ogbonna, and Balbuena there. So the biggest players that you have, they're in zone. And then what you've got is you've got 3 or 4 players here in this sort of situation. They're up against Chelsea's players now to block them, mark them, stop them running. And again, like Arsenal against Everton, they're not the best headers of the ball for West Ham. They're in the zone. But they just get done. And Chelsea are really good at this. And it's a bit of movement from Zuma. Just Thiago Silva, and we just actually look at it, Cresswell really in the situation, and you just look at it there now. They're just trying to Cresswell. He's looking at the ball, he's looking at the man, and he just loses it. They probably see it better from this angle. I'm trying to slow it down there. Just keep an eye on Cresswell. Do you expect him to win the header or to be a better lock? As a defender, you've got to keep an eye on the man and the ball, and your head keeps turning. He keeps turning, and now he looks, and I think the ball's in play now. So now he's thinking, I've got to go head the ball. It's in play. I can't look back at Silva, but he's completely then misjudged the flight of the ball, and that's why he just completely loses his man there. And again, people may say, zone and man market. Statistically, that setup is the best way. I think I was seeing a stat in the Champions League.
No. Do you know what, Jim? I know what you're saying. Like, we was definitely the second half of the first half. West Ham were definitely the better team. We need to buck our ideas up a lot. I think they're just discussing the goal there. Good goal. Do you think we need to up the pace a little bit, get the momentum going a little bit? I think Pulisic needs to get in the game a lot. I think Pulisic needs to go out to the left, Jim. I think Pulisic is our best winger, and he's best on the left at the minute. We're playing him on the right to accommodate Werner. Should be the other way because Werner's no good at the minute. Pulisic should be out on the left. Hopefully they're going to put him out on the left for the second half. I think that's something that has to happen. Yeah. 100. But still pleased to be 1-0 up. I mean, it's what teams at the top of the table do. You know, they win when they're not playing well, and you know they find a way to win and stuff. So at the moment, we've done what we needed to in the first half at least. So it's all a positive in the first half at least. You having a beer, Jim? Yeah, a lot of people have been saying Werner through the middle. I think with Werner's recent comments about the physical nature of the Premier League, and he wasn't expecting it to be such a difference, and he hasn't adapted it to it yet. I mean, would it make a difference if he's on the left or down the middle? Down the middle, he'll be up against centre backs rather than full backs. He'll be getting knocked about by even bigger geezers. I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference, but no, a lot of people have been saying it though, Jim. I can see the merit in it. But you having a beer, Jim? You having a red stripe? Yeah. Red stripe, you know it. Merry Christmas, Jim. No matter the result, mate. Thanks for popping. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Jim. Probably won't be sticking about to do a thing after the match. Yeah, tier 4. Yeah, I know it's shit in it, mate. I tell you what, mate. No room for that. Chelsea are playing. Happiness only. But you know it is. Arsenal on Boxing Day, Jim. Yeah, no. Yeah, I won't be doing a thing after the match because I'm not up exceptionally early in the morning, but I'm up early enough. and long days and that. So I won't be doing a stick around after the match. I'll be going dog for a run, straight to bed. Speaking of the dog, he wants to come and say hello. Come and say hello then, boy. Come on. Come and say hello to Jim. Come on. You say hello to Jim, look. Say what's happening, little Jim? Yeah. Yeah, I remember I see Spike a couple of times. They're all lovely. I love all terriers. It don't matter whether they're a Jack Russell Terrier or Yorkshire Terrier or Staffordshire Bull Terrier. I love all terriers. English Bull Terriers, obviously. Lady and Josh and that. Sticking his arse in the air to get a scratch, look. Loves it, he does. Yeah, Cookie's still going strong. Don't worry about that. Everyone knows about Cookie. That's what I mean. Jack Russell Terriers, mate. Look at Millie, Staffordshire Bull Terrier in her somewhere. There was definitely Terrier in Millie. Josh, Lady, obviously my Caney. All the best dogs I've ever known have all been terriers. Yeah, 13. Is it, was that Jade's 18th birthday present? And it was Spencer that brought her around. Is that right? Was it Jade's 18th and it was and Spencer brought her around? Is that right, Jim? Mind down then, boy. Good as gold. You ask him what to do and he does it. Come on, boy, go and lay down. Yeah, literally literally a few months before, wasn't it? Was it September the 26th for your dad, wasn't it? Yeah, September the 26th, because didn't we beat Middlesbrough 5-0 or 5-1 the day after your dad passed? It was something like that, wasn't it? And in fact, it was that, yeah. Don't forget to date me, especially not for things like that. Yeah, we'll have to look into it. I'll have to bring it up. I'll have to bring it up on the podcast one day, Jim, you know? Maybe next time we play Middlesbrough, I'll have to bring it up. Oh, well, September the 26th next year. That'd be a good shout. Anyway, start the second half. What do you reckon, Jim, for the second half? You forget everything. Well, no comment, Jim. I'm not even saying because of that. I mean because of that. I'm bad enough with my double roll-ups. What do you reckon for the second half, Jim? I think we need to come out quick, don't we?
Here at Ladbrokes, we want you to stay in control of how you bet and play. Simply decide how much you like to spend. Set reminders to help you manage how long you play for. And take a break whenever you want to.
Yeah, I'll settle for that, Jim. 2-0 Chelsea final score. I'd love to see Tammy get a goal as well. I'm sticking with my prediction of 5-1. Thanks for popping in, though, Jim. Best of luck, mate, and I'll catch you for the next one. Arsenal on Boxing Day. I will definitely speak to you before that, then, though, my brother. And yeah, win or lose, up the Blues. Merry Christmas, mate. Thank you very much for popping by. As always, quite a regular now is little Jim.
Doesn't get that face touch right there, just sort of snaps at it really, and the three actually front three involved there, Abraham.
Yeah, Werner for your bet.
Really good setup.
He's got a great drive on it.
Cheers, mate.
Drive foot to set it out in that far corner. He gets his stuff under his feet. He's touch less down.
What about West Ham? Just one goal in it. Do you think in some ways David Moyes will be quite content with how that first half panned out, apart from the goal?
He won't change it straight away. I think that he wanted to get 15, 20 minutes under his belt. I think Noble's the one that you would look at. You know what a soldier he is for West Ham. But I think the idea of bringing someone in there with more legs who can join the front players, be a bit more inventive, that's the one you've got. Solskjaer things right soldier in there. I don't think he would Noble as well.
Chelsea are on their own at the moment. West Ham not there yet. So what do you think David Moyes might be thinking right now? That's what Gary just mentioned there, really. I mean, he come into the last 10, 15 minutes, really. They had a Declan Rice situation early on, well worked set piece. They looked a bit passive early on. I think Chelsea were being great, but West Ham then came into it. Just emerging now, as Gary said. I don't think David Moyes.
Hey, Jim, if you're still here, how many red stripes you had? In fact, don't tell me any red stripes you had. Tell me how many drinks you've had, because you'll tell me you've had 2 red stripes, but you would have had 2 of something else, knowing you.
I think that will be the change. But listen, the longer it goes, Chelsea, they haven't been at the best. Really, so stop laughing. I think he's ever eating in that jacket. He's got a rest, hasn't he?
It's supposed to laugh fine. I'd imagine about that a little bit later.
Let's get back to Stephen Griffin, rejoin Alan Smith and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, it is as you were with both teams at the moment. Chelsea, of course, were forced into making that personal change when Ben Chilwell got injured. But it was in the immediate aftermath of that they struck with their corner. And Thiago Silva's goal, which Chelsea, as things stand, on course to stop a blip from becoming a crisis after their 2 away defeats at Everton and Wolves. They're on course to get themselves back on track here at home.
Start the second half. Just making myself a double roll up so I don't have to make another one during the second half.
They're looking to beat them 3 times in the Premier League for the first time. David Moyes will be hopeful of some kind of turnaround here.
Yeah, we've got to be wary of a turnaround here, to be honest with you.
We're hoping to stay in this game. The result of it as the second half wears on.
What do we think for the second half, people? I'm still pretty confident. I think we need to up the pace and move the ball around a bit quicker, get the momentum going early. I think even though we scored just as soon as Chilwell went off, I think Chilwell going off actually killed the game for us a little bit in the first half. I said it as it happened and we went and scored and I thought, all right, fair enough. But still kind of did. It affected us.
Real risk there in striking it against Sebastian Haller.
Jorginho, it ended up doing well. Commentator was right, he took a bit of a risk. Kante playing it forward to Werner, who again takes the touch and makes it easy for the West Ham player to come in and win the ball because he's scared to go in for the tackle. Is the physicality really too much for him? That much too much for him? I mean, just think he needs a little bit. I think he just needs a couple of days at home, get his hunger back. I think that's what he needs. I think he needs to get his hunger back because he's a full-grown man. He can deal with it. He's just got to adjust. I just think that he needs to get his hunger back to get the desire to want to do it, and then he will. Man has overcome more. Tammy and Kante not really like. I've said it before. Tammy's sometimes a little bit too eager. Like Kante's clearly going to win the ball there, and Tammy's come in and tried to take control of the situation, and there's no need for it. And then we got the ball back, and then the ball's been given away, and here come West Ham down the right hand side, and it's just all. Tammy's just a little bit too eager at times to really. He tries to be the difference all the time. That's a nice ball out to the left back position. Cresswell here whips it in. Header from Haller, and it's gone wide, and it's a goal kick.
Away from Souček, who was behind him. Well, and heads away from goal. Yeah, two good headers of the ball, but you'd have fancied Souček coming on to this. But this is the strength of Sebala. It's a standing jump, but should have done better. Souček actually wasn't in the position to attack him. That's walked twice in his last 4 Premier League starts.
Mendy with a long goal kick.
Still do get the feeling that
Tammy managing to get the ball on again.
would be
West Ham dealt with it, but it's amazing how often the long ball from Mendy, when Tammy's up, and it happens a lot with Druid as well, of course it does. But when Tammy's up there, it's amazing how often the long ball from Mendy from the goal kick ends up going forward. Once it gets to Tammy, the ball ends up going forward from there, whether he wins the ball or not. Oh, Tammy's in down the right hand side here after a ball from Pulisic. He's whipped one in. Timo's there, and it's gone up for a goal kick. Timo made a little bit of contact with the keeper, but it was completely accidental.
lovely effort actually to pick him out.
Keeper's half making most of it.
Absolutely zipped in with pace. Messi defended from West Ham. Cresswell gets ahead of the ball.
I think Timo slips. He does, he slips on a piece of loose turf, literally. That couldn't be unluckier. Oh, he does look like he's possibly out the keeper there.
What's happened to Fabianski? He just try and halt his momentum at the last. It's another ankle. Well, they've got plenty of backup, West Ham. They've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench tonight. Darren Randolph is normally the man to step up. But they're so short of senior bodies at the moment with Manuel Lanzini injured. They've got another goalkeeper, the man who was the hero of their win here last year, David Martin. I'm sure you remember those emotional scenes at the end with his man Alvin, who was covering the game for radio. He was there to celebrate his clean sheet with him on his Premier League debut. Well, Fabianski, though, he's been so consistent over the last 3 years. One of the top keepers in the Premier League. One that maybe doesn't get the credit he deserves. He makes his trade look fairly straightforward at times. Contract up at the end of the season, so decisions to be made by him and the club.
Fabianski having a little dance about it at the minute. Yeah, Tammy's right there trying to force him to play. I'd have forced him to play it long there. Chelsea missed a bit of a trick there.
Led by Zuma, Declan Rice. Here's Cresswell. Against Conte. Sofal determined to make that hit against Tammy Abraham.
Huh.
Again, feeling that Abraham got the last touch, he let it run.
Chelsea throw.
Given against him. Abraham knew, so did the assistant.
Ball back with Mendy, clips it out to Azpilicueta, who's done well as always.
Zuma.
Back to Mendy. Again, the ball up to Tammy and the ball goes forward. Every time people say about him as a target man, the ball goes forward off of him an awful lot.
Jorginho. Jorginho aiming one there for Tammy Abraham.
All the way back to the West Ham goalkeeper, who rolls it out to Declan Rice in the left back sort of area. Still in there for West Ham. Kante putting pressure high up the pitch, forcing it all the way back to the keeper. Werner took over the pressure, is clipped out.
So far. Now Bowen.
This is better from Chelsea, putting a lot of pressure on West Ham in their own half. Forcing West Ham to try and play the tricky ball forward. Zuma's, well, it was very tricky for Zuma. He dealt with it very well, actually.
Struck against Cesar Azpilicueta for a West Ham corner. And this is where West Ham really will use, or look to use, the aerial threat of Souček, who's caused Chelsea problems in the air before. Bonner has gone up to join him as well, and he's contributed a couple of goals on late in their last two wins. Short option was available to Cresswell with Fornals, although Werner had come out to maybe close down that option. It goes just beyond Bonner though, and Tammy Abraham was pulling away. Souček won it back in the end. Here's Bowen. Souček again looking to cause a problem, and Allaire stuck his head in. But Zuma now. Yeah, real ballet there in the middle of the 6-yard box. That corner came in. Shot by Azpilicueta. Then O'Connor lands on him for good measure. The win in the air for Souček. West Ham certainly not sitting back and
Sorry, just beckoning the missus to come and let the dog out.
should Chelsea take a scrappy 1-0 win, but they want a bit more than that. It's been a disappointing December so far for the hosts after the upsets at Goodison Park and at Molineux. The side will hardly be travelling this Christmas. This is the first of 4 home matches in a 5-match run, where the only one away is at Arsenal. We'll be able to follow all of the action with us on Sky Sports. Starting off on Boxing Day 2:30 with Fulham against Southampton, followed by that match at the Emirates from 5 o'clock on Sky Sports Premier League. With Cresswell,
West Ham clearing the ball.
there's Allaire.
Ball's up, Jorginho picks it up. Zuma's there. Oh,
Well won back by Allaire.
West Ham won it back though, and it's been played out to the right hand side.
To Jared Bowen.
Bowen, oh, he's turned Emerson well there. Silver's come across though. Silver is class, man. It does have to be said.
There's a goal in this West Ham side. Given the evidence so far, can they dig one out? Failed to score in the Premier League since the opening day defeat by Newcastle. They've scored in all 12 Premier League matches since. Bowen with a kick. Got rid of the near post area and cleared to Timo Werner, but doesn't get around
Burnley's
the
lost
ball.
that to Noble, and then Emerson's dived in, let the cross come in, and Zuma's dealt with it.
Zuma this time.
Kante takes a touch.
Survive again.
Tammy takes over, takes a nice touch. Pulisic does well.
Taking chances like this.
Oh, that's a poor pass from Kante.
To dig it out.
penalty here, and that is another free kick that Chelsea have given
Go
away.
lay down then, boy.
Well, chance for West Ham to get a good delivery into the box here. So they're getting plenty of opportunities, but they haven't seized the moment as yet, West Ham. Chelsea trying to keep that high line.
West Ham with a free kick on the right hand side. Whipped in.
Rafael with a cross.
Oh, Bono was there, but it's a goal kick. Headed over the bar.
No joy.
I think it might have been Silver there.
And off the head of Thiago Silva. Enough though that body in the way.
Yeah, it's definitely a corner kick.
Come off his head last.
Go lay down there, boy.
Once Chelsea able to get it for West Ham half, only for Cresswell to win it back again. Chelsea having real difficulties here building up any sign, any kind of momentum. Frank Lampard will be looking at his bench if it carries on like this.
Yeah, I feel like a substitution might be imminent. Certainly the next 5 minutes or so. Go and lay down now.
Cresswell. Now up Bono. Rice.
Chelsea with a nice bit of pressure at the top of the pitch and winning the throw in the West Ham half.
So opportunity at last perhaps for Chelsea to
Mount hasn't featured overly tonight. I mean, he does a lot of work unseen. This is what... I mean, people miss the obvious stuff about him, let alone the least obvious stuff, but he's done well there to find Pulisic down the right side. But he hasn't been massively involved tonight in any way, Mason Mount. Plays a lot of games, doesn't he? Throwing to Chelsea down the right hand side. Dave's down there to take it.
very open race behind Liverpool at the top end of the Premier League table, and this is the chance for Chelsea to project themselves back into that area. Clearance. West Ham team knows how to defend these days. They all work hard for each other.
It's a good throw from Aspilicueta. Pulisic whips it in.
Good job at the
Cleared
moment.
out for
Chelsea.
a corner to Chelsea. Now this is where we look very dangerous corners.
Looking for Pascal's view when he ran himself out of the team a lot last season. But he's become a very consistent presence
Mount over the corner.
in the heart of that West Ham defence this year.
Where's Kurt? Come on, make me a happy man. Whipped in. Oh, Silver was there. Is that a corner? They all sort of know it's a goal kick, to be fair, by the look of it, yeah.
Easily been another corner this.
That's a bit of a high foot.
Difficult for Rep to make up his mind about it though. We're going to see a substitute though, aren't we, for West Ham? Yeah, Saeed Benrahma on his way. Yes, Sojek.
West Ham looking to break down the right. Whipped in.
The cross.
Headed on by a Chelsea player, and oh, the shot at the back post, and Aspilicueta blocked it well out for a corner, 4-0.
Yeah, he knows, he struck it well. corner, this one. Really blocking. Corner taken short, 2 Fornals. Here's Mark Noble. In by Cresswell.
Oh, whipped in. Oh, Mendes had a flappy punch at it.
Cleared that. O'Connor keeps it in. Bowen. Rice.
Rice whips it in too deep. Werner's going to keep it in play.
Kept it by Werner. Everyone a bit slow to react there with Werner. Latched onto it. Didn't have much on. Chelsea have been inviting pressure on themselves here.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah. I accidentally timed him out as well. I was trying to click on his profile and I accidentally timed him out. It was the real Liam Gallagher though, 100%. 100%.
Now Rice.
West Ham coming on down the left. Creswell to whip one in. Azpilicueta. That's brilliant from Azpilicueta. Werner's now driving into the West Ham half. He looks for Tammy. Oh, Werner's got to take it on there. Tammy's not expected. That's not. Tammy's going to get the blame for that. And that's not his fucking fault. That's a bad pass from Werner. He needs to take it on there. He had all the space in the world in front of him. He needs to get a hold of this game. Yeah. Definitely. I pinned his message. I accidentally fucking timed him out and deleted his message. I was meant to like click on his profile. So I pinned the message just to prove how famous I am. He's definitely offside, Haller. Yeah, offside.
Substitutions from both parties. Chelsea's second of the match sees Mateo Kovacic coming on.
So, if you didn't hear that, Kovacic is coming on for Jorginho. West Ham are making a sub as well. Some scum for some other scum. Such a character.
Hoping for a bit more drive from midfield through Kovacic.
Fornells has gone off and said Barama has come on. Barama.
Positive one, Benrahma. Used to the Premier League. He's doing okay so far.
Mendy with a kick out from inside his own box, playing it long. Pulisic got a flick on that.
Joining West Ham.
Absolutely pissing it down at Stamford Bridge. Kovacic is there.
To put a spring in Chelsea's step. Benrahma looking to have that extra element of surprise here for West Ham to try and unlock this Chelsea defence. Here's Vladimir Sokar. Now Rice. O'Connor. Touched by Bowen. Here's Noble.
Yeah, I think you're right, Al. Do you know what? To be honest with you, Aaron, I didn't think Werner was going to start. I don't think he should have. I think he needs a rest and he needs to get his hunger back. And he needs to have a couple of days at home to get his hunger back for football so that he can overcome this physicality thing because he's a full-grown man. He can do. So I'm very surprised that Pulisic isn't on the left because Pulisic is our best attacking winger. Or he's our best winger, so actually, just full stop. And his best position is on the left, so he should be on the left. So, not only should Werner not be there in the way, but Pulisic should be on the left anyway, because he's our most dangerous winger.
Scored against Premier League opposition this season, but not in the division itself. He scored a couple in the League Cup for Brentford against Fulham before departing. Overrun there by Timo Werner, and David Moyes understandably anxious for his team to get on with it. It's Valbuena. That's so far. O'Donnell. Here's Rice.
Oh, Werner's intercepted. He's unlucky there.
And again, Declan Rice.
West Ham have had. I mean, we had 84% of the possession in the first 20 minutes to West Ham 16%. Since then, West Ham have had more of the ball consistently. I mean, they've probably more than evened it out. They've probably had more of the ball.
Just looking for a bit more quality in that final third. West Ham. West Ham still to test. Mendy.
They've just brought it up. We've had 54 and they've had 46. But they've just been a better team, West Ham. It's been very disappointing so far. Coming up to the 70th minute, though, we are still winning 1-0 from our threat from the set pieces, which wasn't a factor. That wasn't an option, really, that we had last season. If we'd have had that last season, we could have ended up finishing second. Which shows you what a good job Frankie's doing. Good old Frankie Lampard. But, yeah. We are still 1-0 up. Last 10 minutes, they've had 84 and we've had 16. Exactly how it was in the first. Like, so in West Ham's favour this time compared to ours. So it's unbelievable, really. Frank, I think, needs to make a change. I think Giroud or Hudson-Odoi needs to come on. I think he'd like to bring Hudson-Odoi on, but I don't think Tammy's been effective enough for him to not bring Giroud on. Ball play forward here from West Ham. That's Piliqueta. Deals with it with a header back to Mendy. Yeah, I know. I agree, Al. That's what I mean. I'd like to see. I mean, if Chilwell didn't go off injured in the first half, I think Callum and Giroud would come on. I think it's a case of which one does he bring on now. Werner's going to be offside. Rolled out. Declan Rice has been given too much time on the ball. I think Kovacic or Kante needs to take control of him. Pulisic picks the ball up though. Here's Tammy coming into the West Ham box. Rolls it back to Pulisic. Oh, it's well intercepted from Barama. Because that was a nice bit of play actually. I'm not too worried. It's just, 1-0 is always a very, very slender lead, isn't it, Al? Anything can happen at 1-0. We could still win 5-1. Something ball in it. Whipped in by Sofal. Or to Sofal.
Check to Benrahma. Rice. Rice has spotted Sofal, and what a ball that is to pick him out. Crossing Thiago Silva. Just a step ahead of Sebastian Haller to clear it. He's done that so many times tonight. Such experience to know where to position himself in that hole.
Yeah, Thiago Silva is class, man.
Bowen's cross, so checks there.
Oh, he couldn't do nothing about that though. And he's headed back over. Mendy's collected it. Oh. You're still here. Nice one.
Not too far off from getting a goal. Looking for the ball to run in their direction. They need a bit more quality as well.
Double roll up.
Chelsea recover from a bad start in their only match here in front of fans. West Ham's only defeat in their last half dozen matches was the only one they played in front of supporters at home to Manchester United.
Pulisic into Kovacic. Fouled
A shortage of confidence for
in the West Ham half.
after the last two results they've achieved in the Premier League. If they were to get one back, who knows what might follow. Here's Emerson. Werner. Now Kovacic.
That's Piliqueta with maybe a crossing opportunity. No, finds Pulisic.
Pulisic.
Trying to work it. As Piliqueta.
See tonight, though, why West Ham
Back to the
have done
centre
so well
backs.
this season.
At least we got hold of the ball though. At least we're dictating it a little bit. 74 minutes gone.
Tough nut to crack. Really surprised is that they were opened up from corner for the first time this season. First time they've conceded a set piece goal since William
Kante out to Emerson.
a free kick
Oh.
at the London Stadium at the start of July.
Throw into Chelsea.
Still anybody's game.
Emerson and Mount linking up well. Mount driving into the box. Werner. Mount, was he tripped?
Gone down the ball. So far was a player.
They may look at that.
But,
Silva with a header.
referee has been interested.
Oh, Mount with a foul. Beautiful foul. Won't have fucking none of it, Mason Mount. Beautiful.
So far. Just anything else, there was an appeal from him.
Nah.
Just stands his ground. David Coote is on VAR. He did check it, and it was unchanged.
West Ham chipped the ball forward. Emerson cleared it. Tammy flicked it on beautifully for Werner, who took a bit of a bad first touch, but he's still driving forward down the left-hand side. He's got no option but to drive it in now. And, the defender's done well. It still weren't great from Timo. It's gone out for a Chelsea throw. Chelsea throwing to be taken by Emerson. Into Kovacic. Kante. Kovacic. As for the Piliqueta.
It's been a hard work for the Chelsea players out there tonight. Nothing's come easy to them. Just be thankful that they've got the noses in front at the moment.
Another Chelsea throw, this time down the right-hand side.
Against a West Ham team who've had a really difficult start in terms of the fixtures they've faced at the beginning of this season. Against a side at the top end of the last campaign, which is why David Moyes' team have done so well to accrue as many points as they have at this stage of the season. 21 points. It's a start that compares with their best in Premier League history.
Mount driving forward into the West Ham half here. Finding Werner on the left-hand side. Comes inside, has a bit of a poor shot. Tammy's there and he scored. He very much looked like he was offside.
It was all too easy in the end for Chelsea to get their
Was he not? Oh, is that a goal? Yes! They certainly think so. I thought he looked well offside. Let's have a look at this.
His kick.
Yeah, Werner's fucking.
Here. But Abraham's
Oh, he's well onside! Yes! Oh, Tammy, baby! Yes! Here we go! Merry fucking Christmas, have that. Come on, Chelsea. Good finish.
settle a few Chelsea nerves this last 10 minutes or so.
That's a lovely finish. Yes! I thought it was well offside. You did indeed. You messaged me before the game. I also called 5-1. There's still time.
Tammy Abraham, but he's preferred to Olivier Giroud tonight, and he's on the score sheet.
Oh, Tammy, Tammy. Tammy, 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 Tammy Abraham.
Second half for them. Without there being too many direct threats at Mendy's goal.
Oh, Pulisic and Tammy linking up well. Pulisic driving on. Still going. Oh, finding Mount forced a bit wide.
Wider than he would have wanted.
Pellegrini, Pulisic! Oh, what a clearance, Tammy! Yes! Yes! Oh, Tammy, Tammy! Tammy, 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 Tammy Abraham! 5-1 still on the cards, told you. Yes! Come on, Chelsea! Don't even deserve it, but fuck them all. United, West Ham, Liverpool, and Millwall, because we are the Chelsea. Come on. Fucking foul. Bollocks. No, neither do I. Good finish. Two very good finishes from Tammy.
In the space of just a few minutes for Tammy Abraham. Between Tammy Abraham's two goals. West Ham have been under
Duma.
the lack of a cutting edge tonight for them. And they've been able to make the most of their possession, positions they've got themselves into.
In 8 games, we scored 3 goals or more this season. How about that? Well, we've only got one substitution left now. Chilwell went off in the first half, didn't he? And Kovacic has come on for Jorginho in the second half, so we've only got the one sub left. But yeah, I'd say leave Werner on now and leave him out for Saturday. I'd probably take Pulisic or Mount off now, even just for the 10 minutes, no risk of injury, you know. Big spell for Thiago Silva to play a lot of games in a row as well. I know he managed to miss a couple of Champions League games and that. I think Callum could do with a fitness, take Pulisic off. Yeah, Kovacic came on for Jorginho. Oh, yeah. It's classic Aaron, that. Paying no fucking attention whatsoever. Silva's dealing with it. Silva has been class, man. There's been a lot of moments tonight where they could have been really bad moments for Chelsea, and we don't even realise them because Silva's just there all the time. Very, very much like John Terry used to be. He really is fucking class, Thiago Silva. Wish we would have got him, well, 15 years ago, but even fucking 10 years ago, but 5 years ago would have been good.
They haven't been able to make more of what they've created, the work they put into it.
Havertz is coming on.
I think that David Moyes has done enough to get the backing of the West Ham board to not only
David Sullivan at wanker.
invest in January, but also to secure his own long-term future in the club. But they can't let him go, surely. They did that once, they to regret it.
And Pulisic has gone off, and Kai Havertz is on.
Evening for Christian Pulisic and Kai Havertz, who was Frank Lampard freely admitted before the match, is still finding his feet. We'll get another 10 minutes or so maybe under his belt.
What do you think of tonight's performance? Obviously, I think West Ham were the better team for longer periods of the game. I think they was the dominant team at times even. I think they'll feel like they've played quite well and feel unlucky that the scoreline flatters Chelsea. 100% it flatters Chelsea, but still, a win is a win is a win, and a 3-0 win is terrific. So, happy days. But definitely missing a player or two here. I think Pulisic needs to play on the left. I think Werner definitely needs a rest. People say he needs to play through the middle. Wherever he needs to play, he needs to have a rest. He needs to go home and not think about football for a couple of days and just have a fucking couple of lay-ins or something. West Ham attacking down the right. Aspilicueta's dealt with it with a header. Havertz needs to find his place in the team. I know he's only just come on. I just mean generally. But other than that, we've defended really well. It looks like being another clean sheet. There's been a few moments. Silva's been class in time. We probably haven't even seen how class he's been because we don't pay enough attention because we're not professionals. But I've seen on probably 25, 30 occasions where he's just in the right place at the right time to cut things out. So, all in all, we're winning 3-0. I'm very, very pleased. 85 and a half minutes in.
Started for Chelsea with losing Ben Chilwell. It's a good bounce back this.
No, I was just saying that, Al. I was just saying how West Ham have been a better team throughout long periods of the game and been the dominant team at times. I think Pulisic needs to play on the left. He's our best attacking player, best winger for sure. So why we give him preference to Werner out there when he's playing the way that he is for whatever reason that he is? I think Pulisic needs to play out on the left. But we win. We move forward. We go on. We go on when we lose. We go on when we draw. And we certainly go on when we win. Havertz picking the ball up. Oh, that's a lovely little ball to Kovacic. Not really too much movement. There's not really too much attacking intent from Chelsea at the minute. Happy just to sit on their 3-0 lead at the minute. We had a real chance to break out there. I think it shows what we're doing. Just to be happy enough with this score sheet in a minute. Havertz.
better. Havertz.
Kante always in there.
To go
Winning the ball,
there.
driving forward. Werner's on the right. Here goes Timo. Oh, he's in a bar! Oh, that just sums up him at the minute. That's really, really unlucky. I mean, it just sums up everything you could say. He's really, really unlucky, to be fair. He nearly goes crashing in the top corner. Kante wins the ball, drives forward. Kovacic and Tammy either side. Plays in Werner, takes a touch, smashes it off the bar. My man of the match would have to be Thiago Silva. Even though it's a 3-0 win, but yeah, the clean sheet, Thiago Silva for me, 100%. I think he's been there all night. I think Tammy's got his 2 goals, fantastic. Kante's been, as brilliant as you would always imagine him to be, but yeah, Thiago Silva. How about you, Aaron? Azpilicueta's been good as well. Been a few solid all-round performances, but yeah, Thiago Silva for me. I think Sky Sports will give it to Tammy Abraham because of his 2 goals. But for me, Thiago Silva. Declan Rice has been really good for West Ham as well. You've got to think about the losing team as well, not just the winning team. Declan Rice has been really good. Emerson's come in and done well in place of Chilwell. I mean, he's not done nothing amazing to be man of the match, but I'm quite pleased with Emerson coming in. How about you, Al? Who's your man of the match? Did you hear my comments about who I thought should be man of the match? Yeah. I was just mentioning Emerson there, actually, Aaron. All Sky Sports have just given Thiago Silva most aerial duels won, most clearances, most touches. So yeah, I'll call Thiago Silva. But Emerson, I can see your point there, Aaron. I was just saying there about Emerson. He's come on and deputised very well for Chilwell. He's not done nothing magnificent, but then he's not really been asked to. I think moving forward, if Chilwell misses a couple of games, we need to see a lot more of Emerson going forward. But yeah, fair enough. Kovacic with a nice little turn in midfield. We're just messing about, trying to hold on to the ball here. Bernard's played a lovely ball out to Azpilicueta, actually. Taken a touch and then tried to cross it. Cross was blocked. And you know what? I picked Silva without even thinking about his goal, to be honest with you. I was just thinking about his defensive performance. I forget that he got the goal. Havertz. Oh, looking to play in Tammy. But yeah, I completely forgot about his goal when it came to the man of the match. Because obviously Tammy got 2. But yeah. No, maybe it's taken me. It probably takes about 20 seconds for it to come through to me, Al. And then it takes me a couple of seconds to read your comment, probably as well, But yeah, it might be a bit of a delay now. Just don't give anything away. I'm on. Well, I'll tell you when they blow the final whistle, which is going to be any second. There you go. Right, well, there you go. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Cheers, Al, for staying right till the very end. That was Chelsea 3, West Ham 0, going into Christmas in the top 5, a couple of points off second place. Put to bed our little recent bad one, Thiago Silva with a goal, Tammy with 2. So thank you very much for tuning in to this live watch along on the Blue Day podcast, where every day is a blue day. Check out our special episode due out on Wednesday for Carl Wurzel O'Brien, #Justice for Carl. It's going to be a very emotional one, and we're also going to be reviewing the West Ham game as well, so check that one out as well. Thank you very much for joining in tonight, and make sure you stay safe and have a blue day.